Hey all, Blue Lion Man here, aka Noel Simmons, Commissioner of the No Bollocks League, which is going into its 15th season, my longest running continuously fantasy football league for American football, NFL. Right now this is the video for the division makeups for this season. Every year I do a draw to randomly put two American teams and two UK teams in each division. We have a 16-team league, 4 teams in each division. So that you play different people each season and not the same people, yada yada yada. Mix it up every year. It's random who's in what division with whoever else. So the way I do that is I've got these numbered tickets between 1 to 8. You might think, why only 1 to 8? 16 teams in the league. Well, there's only 8 UK teams and there's only 8 USA teams. So what I did before I started this video is I've written down all the players, all the managers, the UK and then the Americans, and I've numbered them 1 to 8. I'm going to read them out to you now so you know what your number is. So this year I will do the I'm going to do the USA teams first. The reason I'm going to do the USA teams first is last year's winner was an American. So, must say congratulations to Mike Delino. You finally bagged the championship, sir. Must feel good. I've still yet to do it, I think. All these years of trying. Anyway, right, without further ado. So, number 1 is Brian Lasseter. Number 2 is Brad Rose. Number 3 is Ian Landers. Number 4 is Mike Delino. Number 5 is David Landers. Number 6 is Jesse Schober. Apologies if I pronounced your surname wrong. Number 7 is Rick White. And number 8 is our newest member and his first season in the NBL, Pat Hoffer. So, I take these little tickets and I put them in this bag. Here we go. And I mix them up. Do you know what? I was going to buy some lottery balls, but they were about 18 quid and I only do it, well, just for a couple of leagues a year. I have to go get a car boot sale or something, try and find some for another year. Unless anybody works. I know a firm that makes little balls like you do in a bingo or lottery. Give me a set of balls. I don't know, numbers 1 to 20. Should cover all the sort of draws and things I do. Right. Now, as I run this league, and I put a lot of effort into all my leagues. Oh, I should have made a coffee. I'm out of coffee. What I'm going to do is whatever league I end up in will become the NFC North. It's just a little thing for myself because I'm a Lions fan. If you couldn't tell, I'm wearing ex-Lions running backs number here. No prizes for guessing who. One of my favourite players of all time, but I'm biased. Superb. Wish I could have seen him live in person rather than just on the TV. Would have been awesome. Anyway, first team out the hat, number 2. So, I'll write down number 2, which is Brad Rose. So, here we go. Right. Now, the other US guy that's going to be in the same division of you is number 4. So, Brad Rose and Mike Delino, last year's champion, are in the same division for the Americans. Right. Now we move on to the next division. At the moment, that one's listed as the North, but it'll only be the North if I'm in it. Right, so now here's the East. Number 5. That is David Landers. Okay, next number out of the bag is Number 7. That's Rick White. So now we move on to the South Division, and we get number 8, which is Pat Hoffer. I need to be better organised. Next one, number 3, Ian Landers. And now the West Division, the last 2, which will be numbers 1, Brian Lasseter, and number 6, which is Jesse Schrober. Now, I just had an idea, because I've just written the initials down, to change colour pen. So I know black was the USA guys. Mix all them up. Drop them back in. I'll give them another mix in a minute, because we're going to do the UK guys. I'm just going to change pen. Here we are. We get a red pen for the UK guys, in case anyone shares the same initials as the US. Right. So now we're going to go back to currently the NFC North, but it will change if I'm not in it. So the numbers for the UK guys: number 1 is Carl Fisher, number 2 is me, Noel Simmons, number 3 is Rich Lease, number 4 is Tony Ham, number 5 is Jed Bradshaw, number 6 is the vacant spot. Last season that was Cole Mead, last year's Super Bowl loser, but he did contact me at the end of last season and let me know that he wished to be replaced for this year. At the moment I don't have a replacement. I know there's not much time, but I'm waiting for a guy to get back to me. I only sent him the email earlier tonight to ask if he would like to join us. A Welsh guy that's done money fantasy leagues of mine before for NFL, and if he declines, then, well, the next couple of nights I'll be all over social media, Facebook and things, in NFL groups, trying to find a Brit that seems like they're sensible enough to take this league seriously. And then number 7 is Douglas Hay, aka McBear. Yes, he's a Bears fan. And number 8, Tyron Webb. So, without further ado, let's go. So, number 3. That is Rich Lease. Okay, right, next one. So let's get the next number out here. Wow, number 2. That is me. And that was already named to the NFC North, so I don't need to do any changes this year. So, next one. So these will all stay as they are. We're now doing the NFC East. First number out, number 6. Number 6 is the vacant spot, so whatever new owner I get in will be in that league. Just write vacant down. And so then the last UK team in the NFC East is number 1, which is Carl Fisher. Okay, and then the NFC South, number 4. Number 4 is Tony Ham. So 4TH. The next member of the South Division, number 7. Douglas Hay. Oh, 2 friends in the same division. Which leaves the last UK buds in the West Division. Number 8, Tyron Webb. And Number 5, Jed Bradshaw. And that concludes the divisions draws for 2019. What I will do now is go to NFL.com and rearrange our divisions to match those. I just wanted to say, if any of you watched this video, the keeper deadline is set for Friday. Now, I don't know what clock it runs to. I would guess it's running to US Eastern Time, which is 5 hours behind UK time. So I'm hoping it goes to well late Friday night, sometime into Saturday morning, wee hours, to before the keepers lock. But just make sure you've got your keepers selected by Friday, just to be on the safe side. And then our draft is Sunday at 1 o'clock US Eastern Time, which for us in the UK will be 6 PM in the evening. If it doesn't suit you guys, I'm sorry. It's just you have to pick times, get the leagues through. In the past years when I've done voting, it's just got messy and messy. It never suits everyone, and I've got 6 different leagues, some money leagues, some just fun ones like this, but I take them all serious. They all have to be fitted in. Also for us in the UK, the football season here is just starting. That's soccer for you in America. That's probably the biggest sport in this country, so got a lot of fantasy games going on that sport as well. It's all go for me at the moment. And then I'm actually attending a live, very expensive £125 in a team live draft that we do every year in Southampton via TFP. So I'll be going down to that on the 31st of August, which is a Saturday. So that pretty much rules out that day and probably the next weekend, as I'll be sleeping in and hungover. I won't be getting back to probably about 3 AM in the morning, as I'll be coming back on the train late that night. Anyway, so that's it. And if you can't make the draft Sunday, please set your rank list so that you auto draft. And I just hope you all have another enjoyable season. And thank you for being part of my league. And I'll be signing off, as 12 minutes is long enough for any of you to sit and watch a video. Last thing is I don't know where any of you Americans live in the US. I noticed 2 of you posted Wisconsin, but I'm planning to come out. Be the first time since 2012. I want to come out and see some NFL games. I finally got myself a visa, so I haven't been since 2012 because of visa issues, but my dream was to come out. I wanted to follow the Lions for a full season. I'm still debating whether to try that this year or not. I was saving because I wanted to buy a new flat, but property prices in the UK are ridiculous. It's just, I inquired about one in town. They're building new ones. I wanted a 3-bedroom one, and they said they only build 2 and 3-bedroom ones, and 2-bedroom ones start at 330,000. Ridiculous. When you think my wages are per week, I don't know, I get paid weekly. What do I get after tax? National insurance, pension comes out. I don't know, I think I clear about 330. Might be a bit more than that. I don't know. Roughly. Got a pay slip down there actually. Have a look. What did I get? Oh no, there was some kind of bonus on that. It says I got £406, but I don't normally get that. Or let's just say I did. What's that? Times 52 weeks a year. I don't know what my annual salary is, but it's probably definitely less than 20 grand a year. So 20 grand a year, and a flat is starting at 330 grand. How are you supposed to afford that? So I decided, F it. I've saved 15 grand, let's spend it, coming out, follow the Lions for a season. But the trouble is, with Brexit and the exchange rate, I've never seen it so bad. We're almost level. So getting about $1.19 to the pound. So that means, and being a tipping culture, that God knows, the price of a beer, accommodation, not sure 15 grand would do the whole season. So I might just have to settle for a 4 to 6 week tour. And this is the last season, I believe, Oakland playing Oakland. I've never been to Oakland. So I've set my heart on whatever happens this year, I'm coming out and I'm going to go to that Lions at Oakland game. And then depends what games are either side of that, try and plan me tour, see if hopefully there's another road game at a team or stadium I've never been to before. And obviously, I want to get back to Detroit and try and refresh my friendships and my contacts, because I don't feel like I can put a pen upon anybody because, well, I haven't been out since 2012, which is a shame. Life moves on. My friends these days, I think I've got serious girlfriends and jobs. When I used to stay with them, they were kind of students, barmen, and one was a struggling a thespian actor. I believe he still is an actor, and that was the most fun I ever had staying. These guys made me feel like an honorary Detroit, and they gave me a key and they let me come and go as I please. Unfortunately, that hookup's not there anymore, so I've got to probably find some, if I can, cheap ass hotel in Detroit, or a hostel if they do one. And anyway, watch this space, because if I do go, I want to start trying to do little videos like this, but maybe on my phone from the stadiums or tailgating, things that make me really think of American football. And the one thing I love about your sport is how road and home fans usually mixing together, and there's not too much trouble. Anyway, Blue Lion Man signing off, and see you all at the draft on Sunday.